All right, this is Dr. Wright, and today I'll be doing partial quotient. This is for my fourth grade class, but hey, if you somehow ended up at this video when you want to learn about partial quotient, here's where it can happen. Partial quotient is made for those who may struggle with multiplication a little, but this is an easier method than longer division. Step one, you're going to say 3 times what is 93? And here's an even better question. 3 times what gives you a number that is not greater than 93? That's your only goal. You can multiply any number you want to as long as the product, which is the answer you get when you multiply two factors, as long as that product is not more than 93, you can use it. All right, then let's move. 3 times what is 93? I'm going to use 10. I'm going to use the number 10, and I still have this new writing thing, so my screen might, oh wait, look, that looks kind of normal. I'm going to use 10 because if I was struggling with multiplication, I would always use multiples of 10. All right, so 3 times 10. Now, this part is going to be similar to division. Whenever you write it on top of this L frame, you multiply. Remember, we use the acronym D M B. I'm sorry, DMSB. I'm not even going to erase that. Just know that's what it should be. DMSB, which is daddy, mommy, sister, brother, which means division, multiplication, subtraction, bring down. You will not need the bring down method in partial quotient. All right, back to what I said. 3 times what does not go past 93? Well, I'm going to pick the easiest one I can think of. 3 times 10. I then write that answer underneath the dividend, and then I subtract. Again, division, multiplication, subtraction, and you're just going to keep doing that over and over again. I'm going to subtract 3 minus 0 is 3, and 9 minus 3 is 6. I then ask myself, 3 times what is going to get me the closest to 63, but not pass it? Now, mind you, I could say 3 times 20, just so you know, and it would shorten my steps. But let's say that I didn't know that 3 times 20 can be used. Well, I can use the number 10 again. 3 times 10. The great thing about partial quotient is you use what you know. It meets you where you are. So I did 3 goes into 63 10 times, which is why I put the 10 up here. Yep, it's a bit weird, but the numbers keep building on top of the L frame. So 10 times 3 is 30 again. And then gonna subtract. And 3 minus 0 is 3. And 6 minus 3 is 3. I then ask myself 3 times what is 33? Now, the 11 times table is one of the easiest to understand. So I could say myself right here, I got my final answer, 10. I mean 11. And if I didn't know that, I was just use 10 again. But you should know that 3 times 11 is 33. So therefore, I would put an 11 here at the top. Same rule. Whenever you put a number on the L frame, you kick back multiplication. 11 times 3 is 33, and 33 minus 33 is 0. But this is not where it ends. Now that you've done all that good and hard work, you add up all those numbers that are on top of this L frame, and that is your final answer. So 10 plus 10 plus 11. Well, I know 10 plus 10 is 20. There is another 10 in that 11, so that's 30. And there's that additional one. That would equal to 31. This method is called partial quotient. You can rewind it and rewatch if you need to. Works similar to longer division, except for you're just adding all these numbers at the top and you're using what you know to get where you need. Hey, I like that.